Insurmountable. It's an adjective too great to be overcome. I saw this one. It seemed pretty interesting. I really don't know much about it. Intentionally, I wanted to kind of jump into things and check it out. It's by the same publisher that did Barotrauma. Everyone loved that video. Myself included. I'll probably get back to some Barotrauma. But yeah, I wanted to see what this one was all about. I've played it before for probably about 5 minutes. My dogs decided to reenact the American Civil War. My camera was acting all janky, and the washing machine was off balance, and you could hear it inside my office. So I decided I would just scrap that, and we'd come back to it another time. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with a new game, and we'll learn. So we'll overwrite your current save file. Trust me, in like 2 minutes, it's not going to make a difference anyway. Normal difficulty. I hope the tutorial is still on. I didn't even like get through it or anything. The first couple of pop-up boxes came up, and that was it. So, insurmountable. That's where we're trying to get. This is where we are. Uh, you cast your gaze over the enormous mountain landscape. You have traveled across the globe seeking out adventure, but this island is like nothing you've seen before. As far as you can tell, it's largely unexplored. The only information you could find were a few rumors about an unknown occupying force. Outcome is unknown by clicking this. As it says on the way here, you stumbled across abandoned property and lost places. You wonder what happened here, what secrets the island is keeping. Then you shake your head. It might be nice to have some answers, but your goal is clear. Reach the summit. That is why you are here. That is what drives you. Great. Okay, so we are to reach the summit. It plays kind of like a Frostpunk, if you're familiar with Frostpunk. I don't know if I've said that or not. Probably not. But, and like an RPG roguelike. So I'm trying to look. Apparently, the mountains are procedurally generated every time you start a new game. So, and it does feel different than the last one. I don't know. I didn't even get that far. So, you click on these things. It tells you where to go. You've got little bars at the bottom for energy and oxygen and body temperature and sanity. A gust of wind catches you and you almost fall into a deep fissure. You flail wildly with your arms trying to keep your balance. Suddenly someone grabs your wrist and pulls you back from the edge. That was close. Just a second later and you would have fallen to your death. Your knees are weak, arms are heavy. You take a look at your rescuer. She's a young woman in a threadbare anorak. Sure, there's a green stone fastened around her neck with a leather strap. Fascinated, you stare at the hand-carved charm. It's soft, and its glow is almost hypnotizing. She smiles and hands you some much-needed provisions. I accept the gift. A strange feeling overcomes you. You're sure you've been in this situation before. Deja vu? Distracted, you place her gift in the pack. When you look back up, the strange woman is gone. Truly bizarre, but you're grateful. Continue my journey. We got snow boots. That's cool. So you take the things from here. This is like on the ground. That's in your backpack, and then this is your equipment. So we want to take them. Can we wear them? Of course we can wear them. All right, and then that did a thing. So we'll confirm that. I guess we want to wear. I don't know. Snow boots. Minus 20 energy cost on snow. But now I'm also curious. Does that have a weight cost? Whoop, that's not how you do it. Okay, that's cool. What does this do? Reduces the energy cost of climbing for a limited time for 3 hours. Okay. Cool. Alright. Yeah, so we want to continue in that-ish direction. That's really hard to see. I also appreciate the lack of panning. Like, you've just got what you can see and that's it. I do appreciate that. Let's go for this treasure. I guess treasure equipment, something, I don't know. It's pretty light climbs, it looks like. It's not too bad. We'll most likely have to come back down the same way. I have to do some backtracking. As you lean against the rock face, you notice a hollow behind a huge boulder. Somebody has left some provisions there. Push the boulder aside. That costs a decent bit of energy. Use a branch. Outcome is unknown. And do nothing and continue. Finishes the event. I mean, I guess the energy cost is there, because that's a better outcome? I don't know. You push against the boulder with all your might. Sweat drips down your forehead as a massive rock moves inch by painful inch. Finally, the gap is large enough to reach in and grab the provisions. Alright, so we got a bandage and some experience. Cool. I'll just keep that with us. Okay. What a nice view. Yeah, so I don't really want to go that way. There's no point in continuing on the same path. There is a cave down here. Oh, I'd have to go all the way around. That'd be pointless then. I might as well find a different one. How long would it take? There's a cave over there as well. Wouldn't take as much energy. Well, let's just, I don't know. We'll just keep moving forward. How's that sound? What is that? Let's go check that out. Oh, now we're really cruising. Right, and a couple more climbs. And we're there. Alright, shooting stars. While staring at the starry sky in the middle of the day, you notice there, a shooting star. Quickly make a wish for sanity or energy. I think energy would be the one, right? It's the only one that makes sense. Alright, cool. So we got some energy back. That was well worth it. Oh, it looks like there's another one of those there. How ridiculous would that be? That would take us so long. So I'm thinking probably go around this way. Like that. It also takes us a long time. Oh, there's a cave. Alright, let's shoot for the cave. It's a lot of energy that's being expended. But that's okay, because we'll be able to sleep once we get there. Night falls, so now it is cold, and we are losing body temperature. I think that's going to be okay, though. We're pretty close. So, here's the cave. You enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. At the rear of the cave, you notice a faint shimmer of light. Lie down, fall asleep, follow the light, leave the cave. Well, we don't want to leave. We definitely want to sleep. How dangerous is the light? I'm sure we're fine. So we can sleep briefly. It'll still be nighttime out. We can sleep long. It'll be the wee hours of the morning. That's how much time will be taken, and we'll be full energy, full temperature, same sanity. I think that's definitely good. Okay. Well, the light must not have been that big of a deal. Alright, this is a little challenging to see in, but I imagine the situation would also be pretty challenging to see in. I don't know why these are glowing like that, but I'm very drawn to them. Ooh, I don't want to go all that way, I just want to go right here. That is a lot of energy to get up that high. Is there an easier way, maybe? Or do we just do it? because it's storming. Energy cost for climbing increased. Right. Of course it would be. So we'll mostly stay flat then? Yeah, that's hardly any energy at all. Let's go over there. Maybe it, like, wraps around or something. I think straight up climbs are out for the day. Yeah, I was absolutely right. So we can kind of go up around the backside. It'll take more time, but we have that. Ooh, little danger icons. Okay, you catch a scent on the wind. Am I a dog? Burning wood, you follow your nose, and behind some rocky peaks you discover a patched, dingy-looking tent. Next to the tent, the glowing embers of a campfire emit a thin plume of smoke. You look around, not a soul for miles. Okay, well, we could call out. Search the tent. I mean, it's someone else's stuff. Obviously, someone was here not that long ago. I don't know. If it was me, I'd probably call out. 2 hours in a storm? Let's see. Call out, no response. You call again, still nothing. Briefly consider plundering the tent, but you decide against it. The stranger who owns the tent probably wouldn't take too kindly to finding their possessions stolen when they return. Yeah, I wouldn't like that either. And we've leveled up. So, let's go ahead and do that. We've got preserve energy, reduce energy cost when moving and climbing. Take it slow is gain some energy, body temperature, and oxygen when waking up. That's nice. Mindfulness, whenever you reach a point of interest, gain sanity. Well, we need sanity and energy. I'm sure that's why these two are here, but... So, minus 18% on all terrain. Oh, and these are limited time events. Okay, got it. No, let's go with this one. It's more permanent. I like permanent things. How long is that? That's not going to be long at all. Yeah. What if we do one climb for the day? It's glowing, and I like that. Yeah, they're short climbs. You sit down on a rock to relax. A pleasant warmth slowly fills your body. You touch the stone with your hand. It's warm. So warm that the ice and snow around it has melted. Why didn't you notice that before? You close your eyes and regain warmth or sanity. I would say sanity. Yeah. Cool. Not too thrilled to be out here in all this. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't be either. So... I mean, I guess the question is cave and rest, because then we'll wake up tomorrow and the weather will be different. It'll be clear, actually. It'll be good. Or continue around. It would take way too long to get there. Yeah, we're gonna run out of energy. Here. And then back down, I would just barely run out of energy, and it would become nighttime. I think it's worth it. Crawling up a slope on all fours when you feel a trembling beneath you, a boulder the size of a wagon wheel is rolling straight towards you. Leap out of the way. Don't move. Leaping out of the way, we're not gonna get to the treasure. We won't get whatever that, the equipment or whatever it is. We'll have to make our way straight for the cave. A wagon wheel. Would I want to get hit by a... Nah, we'll leap. Quickly fling yourself out of the way. It rumbles past you, plummeting into the depths and leaving a swath of destruction in its wake. You heave a sigh of relief. That was a narrow escape. Okay. Well, now we've got to redo all of this, because that's not going to work. We're going to have to go straight for the cave. We'll barely be just out of energy by then. Make a new plan in the morning. Enter a vast cave. Several passages lead deep into the mountain. You listen. You can hear a metallic clanking coming from one of the passages, as if someone's banging a hammer against a heat pipe. I mean, I'm a little more interested in that, right? A hammer against a heat pipe? That's kind of strange. It's weird that they say against a heat pipe. I imagine that's like to give you temperature. Maybe that's, you know... we're going to follow the noise anyway. You work a few steps down the passageway. The clanging gets louder, but it's so dark, and it's hard to say how far away the noise is coming from. Missing a torch. Yeah. Flashlight. Keep going. Return to the cave. We're already here. Keeping one hand on the wall, you make your way forward. The clanging sounds muffled and regular, as if it was coming from a broken machine of some sort. You walk further and further into the cave system. Suddenly the noise stops. You wait a moment, but nothing. Just endless darkness and bitter cold. What were you thinking? I don't know. Really don't. Frustrated, you turn around and stumble back up the passageway. After a while, you stop still. Have you lost your way? The cold seeps into your bones. You keep going, still nothing. It feels like an eternity, but you finally spy the entrance to the cave. You were scared, really scared. That could have ended badly. Yeah, it could have. I got some experience out of it, but that was not fun. You're once again in the vast entrance to the cave. Lie down and sleep. Yeah, we'll want to sleep long. And it doesn't fill the energy all the way. Okay. Here we are. What an adventure. Okay. So it's clear. We're still trying to go up that way. So, climbing is now going to be much easier. How dangerous would that be? Not great. I don't like all of those icons. Maybe this one instead? Like, what if we just got over to there? Still have to go through this section. That's nice and early. Yeah, we could go that way instead. It's still just as bad. Oh, it does get us to go up over there. Yeah, why not? Oops, that's not what I want. That's also not what I want. That's what I want. Alright, and I think really what I want to do is go here. Glacial cave. You're standing at the entrance to a glacial cave. The light that finds its way through the thick ice makes the walls glow a deep, invigorating blue. Okay. So are those just for experience then? Reduce time cost when moving. Whenever you use a consumable, you get some body temperature. That's good. And reduce energy cost when moving and climbing. These two are limited effect. I'm not really all that concerned about time. But, I mean, that's always good. Get some energy, right? It's free. Get a little something for nothing. Should we make a friend? I think so. Climb up onto a crooked, rickety deer stand built by hunters to survey the terrain and shelter from the elements. A pile of soft furs on the floor looks awfully inviting. You consider taking a rest. A gutted deer hangs from the ceiling. The meat is fresh and juicy. Your mouth starts to water. Stop to rest. Take some of the meat. Leave a gift. Eat some of the meat. Continue your journey. I mean, we could rest. Definitely need some energy. Limbs feel heavy and you struggle to keep your eyes open. Why fight your exhaustion? You feel safe and secure here, Before long, you're embraced by velvety darkness. You don't know how long you were asleep, but you now feel invigorated and bolder than ever before. Yeah, crashing in someone else's tent always feels great. We're going to continue on. As you gaze around, you notice a faint light in the distance. It flits back and forth, up and down. Approach it carefully. That seems intentional. Oh, and it turned nighttime. That's creepy. You see a menacing... Oh, you see a menacing. How you say where my head's at? You see a meandering mountaineer. He seems tense and appears to have lost his way. You aren't sure whether or not you should offer to help him. I mean... Of course it could be a trap. But who would come all the way out here just to trap someone else? The stranger is uncertain, staring hard at you. He takes a few quick steps back and then disappears without a word behind some rocky peaks. Well, he's just a weirdo. Level up again. Okay. Gain significantly more body temperature per hour when moving, but an increased energy cost. Energy seems to be the one thing that I'm having trouble with. So we're actually going to go with this. No second thoughts, just do it. Cross through a space, then you still like it. Yeah, so we'll do this. Get that. That'll work. I'm not like real thrilled about having this dangerous area at night, but we'll see how it goes. It went well enough. A low building catches your attention. It is well integrated into the landscape. You almost didn't notice it. The architecture is modern and simple. Did the mysterious occupiers leave it behind? As you approach the entrance, you hear a snarl coming from inside. I don't think I have any weaponry or anything like that. Go inside. Cost. Temperature? Why is it so cold in there? Look around but stay outside. That's 7 hours. Yeah, let's go inside. Why not? Okay, you slip through the narrow entrance. On the other side, there's a room whose proportions take you by surprise. Hidden from the outside and reaching deep into the mountain. You look around. There are monitors mounted on a wall. Next to them, you find maps of mountains and technical blueprints for what appears to be antennas. You hear another snarl. Silently, you make your way to the exit, picking up a few provisions on your way. Great. An oxygen bottle. Confirm. Okay. Then we can go right here to the cave. You enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. However, you notice a strong smell. We're not following anything this time. Just sleep. We're going to sleep the entire day away. Yeah, we're just going to sleep briefly. Just a little nap. Get some of that energy back. It's a storm again. We're continuing up. I can't even see the top anymore. Storms really are kind of rough. I know it's over there-ish. So, how would one go through there? Am I stuck? Did I screw this all up? I've got to go all the way around. Yep. Okay. I absolutely went the wrong way. So let's just go here. Shows you an overview of your current. You hear footfalls and heavy breathing behind you. You whip around to see a man running toward you. He is clad in furs, a bow slung across his back. His eyes are full of hatred, but you're more worried about the hunting knife clutched in his fist. I don't know what to do. I don't know my person. Like, I know me. I mean, he seems like he's pretty ready. I'm very not ready. Maybe he just wants a hug. Where's that option? Run away in a storm. I think we're gonna have trouble with that. Stay and fight. We're definitely gonna have trouble with that. I'm full health though, so let's try our first fight. Man tackles you with his full body weight. You lose your balance and fall to the ground. His fist slams into your face like a hammer, once and twice. Your eyes well up with tears. He screams at you in a language you don't understand, but his tone is accusatory, desperate. He finally lets up, leaving you writhing in pain on the ground. He shoots you a final, scornful look as he disappears around a bend. Alright, well, I mean, that sucked, but what? Very confused. Climbing in a storm, not really what I want to do, but it looks like it's pretty much the only way. Like, we had to go through here, or could come around that way. Not having a map really sucks. Like, is that one of the items that I could pick up somewhere? Like, alright, how would I just get over there? Simple enough. What, I can just do that? Are there any caves or anything? Doesn't look like it. There's a cave here. That's way too early. Yeah, let's go. Can I not click on that? There we go. This first section seems like it's going to be the worst. Probably going to have to end up using a tent here. There's like no caves anywhere, and now it's nighttime, and now I'm really not going to see anything. Nighttime in a storm, and we're still climbing. This is probably not the smartest thing I've ever done. Okay, I see a cave there. That does not help. There's no way I'm making that. Is it that one? Yeah, not a chance. Not even close. I don't see anything around here. There's this. If this person is helpful, that'd be great. Injured mountaineer. A tent hastily erected against the side of a rock wall catches your attention. As you get closer, you discover a sleeping mountaineer. His clothes are torn to pieces. As you can tell by his face, he's in bad shape. Did he just get attacked by a hunter? Is this me? Did I find a mirror? You can't say how long he has left to live, or whether he will make it. Don't I have bandages? Yeah, I do. But don't I need those? Look through his provisions. Try to help him. That's a lot of energy. I don't know about all that. Try to treat his injuries. I mean, try to treat him? I don't want to waste a bandage and then not treat him. Like, do I have any medical skills? My sanity is pretty good, but... of course I try to help him. You roll the stranger into the recovery position and speak to him in a soothing voice. He opens his eyes and looks at you, bewildered. Strength appears to be coming back, so you help him to sit up. He's very grateful, shares his provisions with you while assuring you that he will be alright from now on. Okay. We have heavy boots. Minus 15 energy cost on stone. That's great, but so how do I know which one? Like, minus 20 on snow, minus 15 on stone. So like I'm on stone, so I want to put on my other boots. That seems ridiculous. I'm just switching back and forth all the time. I don't see anything. Yeah, this is as good a spot as ever, right? So, yeah, I want to use the tent. I also want to sleep long. We'll just make it through to the morning. And then we've got, take it slow. Right, so we'll gain 7 energy, 7 body temperature, and 7 oxygen on waking up. Yep. So that's one use. Great. But now it's just cold. Okay, I don't like all of this mess going on over here. That looks terrible. I don't really have any boots for ice. Nobody gave me those yet. This is straight up. think it's going to be straight up no matter what. Like, I think we're finally at that point where the foothills are over and the real climbing begins. Uh, I guess the question is, do I want to climb on ice? This looks like maybe it's a little less steep, or just straight up a rock wall. That's all of my energy for the day, just making it to there. And then not knowing, well, we're probably going to be at using another tent. We're pretty close though. Well, I mean, kind of. Alright, just do it. This is going to be terrible, isn't it? Yeah. You're walking through powdered snow when suddenly your feet slip out from under you. Should have changed my boots. A layer of smooth ice is formed beneath the snow, making walking almost impossible. Okay, well, it's temperature cost. I mean, yeah, keep going. Do I want to just go here? Is this going to help? Ugh. Yeah, but it's right here. We're doing it. Take the risk. Your gaze wanders across the ground as you balance on a narrow ridge. Something catches your eye. Covered with a fine layer of ice, the bright colors of a mountain flower shine out from between the rocks. You bend down and over the petals. You bend down over the petals and inhale the delicate fragrance. A warm feeling of happiness streams through you. Alright, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just leveling up. Like anytime you see those, just reduce penalty for sleeping without a tent. I mean, that's gonna probably come in handy. Gain more body temperature per hour when moving. With no cost? Just because? That sounds pretty good. Alright, intense movement. Gain significantly more body temperature per hour, but at an increased energy cost, yeah. Which energy seems to be the thing that I'm running out of. So I guess we'll do, let's do that. Just stay warm. We're getting higher up. Oh, okay. So I can do that this way too. You can click the little button on the bottom. You don't have to inventory and then right click and then this and then that. It's just push that button. It's convenient. Alright. Moving on. Yeah, let's get to... And when does... At 6,000 meters. Okay. I know it's 10,000 feet, but... Wait, 6,000 meters isn't 10,000 feet. Whatever. So 6,000 meters. I'm really close. Another 400 meters up, and then we're going to start worrying about oxygen. So how to tell then, is this another 400 meters? That's not 400 meters. Oh, I'll be out of energy. Okay, so then that one? No, that, like that. I will exactly run out of energy. So if anything happens, I'm in trouble. Ooh, lucky me. Alright, you come across a corrugated metal shipping container, a Connex box, if you will, covered in rust. Most of them are. It is closed by means of a massive lock. Maybe the occupiers use it as a storage facility. Who are these occupiers? I keep hearing about them. I mean, I guess really the character doesn't really know much either. He just heard rumors that they are occupied. So then why is this largely unexplored? In the beginning it said that the mountain you didn't know anything about, but these occupiers must know a whole hell of a lot about it. You could try to break the open... You could do that if you had energy. Yeah, I mean, cool things are in Connex boxes. I would have probably liked to get in there. There, right there, is a cave. Like, my options are this path or that path. Do I want to take the ice up? Probably not. I also have canned food. I only have one. We could can food, get to the cave, and then make a decision. That's 30 energy. Oh, this doesn't say how much it would cost. I mean, really, it's just... We could do it anyway. It's just riskier. At which point do I want to start taking risks? It really is a question. Yeah, right now. That's when. Oh. Oh, I can just sit down and rest? Yeah, that's what I want to do. You close your eyes, the world turns black. Disoriented and freezing, you wake up again. Great. Well, that's not very helpful. Okay. That costs a lot of health. You stumble over the corpse of a deer with no signs of decay. The animal died only recently. The remains of chewed herbs cling to its snout. Its last meal, probably still undigested. You could cut open the animal's stomach to get to the herbs. Can I... Could you just cut open the animal? Like... Why would I need to... Okay, well, I'm going to give it a try anyway. The corpse is still warm as you place your knife against its underbelly. One long, fine cut. Blood gushes out of the wound and pours over your hands. You grow dizzy and you start to feel nauseous. Yeah, keep trying. A pungent smell fills your nostrils as you reach into the incision and grasp the intestines. You pull and pull until the small and large intestines lie in a tangled heap at your feet. Your nausea threatens to overwhelm you. These better be some damn good herbs. Keep trying. You did it. You have indeed found some undigested herbs in the deer's stomach. Great. Moon herb. There for sanity. Alright, so we can get some of the sanity back that was lost from trying to get to the things that give us sanity. You enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. However, you notice a strong smell. Again, with these smells. No. Absolutely not. I've learned from last time. Start. Okay, daybreak and it's clear. Matt, yesterday was cold. Alright. So now, what is the... Do I go back the other way and use the rocks? Or do I just try to go up like that? Decisions. Okay, so that is the point. We'll start losing oxygen. I have 2 bottles of oxygen. We're trying to make it there. So it looks like we'll get up top to a plateau, and then just 1, 2, 3, 4 big pushes to the top. I'll be gaining body temperature. It's a nice day out. Oh, and tomorrow's a nice day too. Yeah, let's push it. Definitely. Air is getting thin and your breath is heavy. You've entered the death zone. You pause for a moment to prepare for the difficult path towards the summit. Okay. Decreased energy call. So big push or just reserved. Before I ascend, I'll mend my wounds so I get my health and my sanity back. But then I won't get the bonuses. Yeah, let's get back to 0, I guess. That'd be the way to go. Okay. So, yep, this opened up into a plateau. Cost to get here? Not much at all. What would it cost to get there? A lot. I want to go up the rocks. I don't know why. Like, I'm sure the ice is fine. I'm sure I'm prepared for it, but
I don't know, something just tells me, like, don't do that. Okay, definitely going to be out of energy there. And there's a cave up there, so if we cave and don't really care about what time of the day is, we'll just sleep midday and climb at night. It's better than hypoxia, so we'll just deal with it. Enter the cave cautiously. A short way ahead, the ground disappears. There's a wide, deep fault in the earth, and in front of you, stretching from one wall to the other. Yeah, we're going to ignore that entirely. Plus 40, plus 52. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Grab this one while we're here. And just keep making it to the top. You descend into a cave and breathe deeply. The air down here is warmer, moistier, and richer in oxygen. You almost feel as if it's befuddling you. Your limbs grow heavy, but your mind remains alert. You relax and regain. Let's go energy. We have plenty of oxygen. Well, I mean, what I would think is plenty of oxygen. Okay, up this way was the cave, I believe, so let's make that push. Nighttime, I know. Okay, I remember there being oh yeah, there is a cave. Okay. Nighttime is not so bad whenever it's that's where we started. I'll check that out. Way down there. That would be a stupid move. Yeah, you could just fall. That's probably very little energy. Alright, to make it there. It's not. Let's do this one. These seem to be working out. These little shrine squares. Hexagons. Steps have been hewn into the stone, leading you to a pedestal of sorts. Some type of religious site or shrine, maybe? You're not a particularly spiritual person, but somehow this place feels holy. Might just be your imagination, but you pray to the shrine for health, energy. 100% energy. So we have another shrine here on the front. One of these. We can do this one here. This cave. You enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. At the rear of the cave, a faint shimmer of light. No, it's always a smell, a light, or a sound. I mean, that makes sense, right? What is it going to be, a taste? Lie down and sleep. Sleep briefly, get all the energy back. Bring us almost to daytime. Okay. So now we go up. So we want to get there. Yeah, just go for it, right? And then we'll... Interesting way to go. So I'll definitely run out of energy part ways up here. I'm not going to be able to make it. But I'll just stop short. Wait, am I going to run out exactly at the top? Okay, I'll take that. There we are, at the summit. Your heart feels light and full of joy as you stand on the summit, the hardship of the climb already forgotten. You savor the moment. It is yours and yours alone. What an adventure, what a view. Off in the distance you can see more mountains, higher even than the ones you're standing on. And what's that? Something stands atop one of them, long and thin. From this distance it looks like an antenna, but that can't be right. Or can it? Ah, remember the place we were in that had the antenna? You want to take a closer look. You aren't done exploring yet. But first you have to get out of the death zone and find a safe place to take a break. Okay. Ooh, so that's the new one. Okay. I see. So here we're at the top. This makes sense. So we started all the way down there, climb up to the top, but now we're like, you know, in the death zone. We're in the hypoxia. We don't have any oxygen. So now we have to find a way back down. Gonna be honest, did not consider that as a thing that needed to be. This one's permanent, active until the end of the mission. So yeah, we're gonna go with that one, especially since it's pertaining to oxygen. So yeah, I didn't plan on how to get down. We have basically no energy. And I want to spend as little time here as possible. I think this is the time when we use the canned food. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Really? Just barely going to be able to get down off of this little spire here, this little peak. I want to keep moving in that direction. Alright, I think we're looking at, yeah, it's 0.1 energy, so let's do this one. Use the tent. We're just going to sleep long. Have some oxygen. Okay, that's not so bad. Thick air. 0.5 oxygen when moving, when resting. Yeah, so, alright, they're giving me a lot of help as a beginner. Like a ton of help as a beginner, I'm sure. Okay, moving on. Have energy. Can I make it to here? Yeah. Do I want to? I'm thinking of this backwards. I don't want to get up. I want to get down. So can I make it to there? What would it take to get here? Down and around? Absolutely not. Oh, I can go that far. Can I go that far? So the difference between that square and that square is like huge. So maybe that's the way we go. 'Cause it seems like like this is a dead end. That's won't go off the backside. Like I'd have to go around here. Also, I can make it down this way. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the way. So we'll just get here. Crunch as you walk across the snowy plain. Suddenly the ground gives way. You sink up to your neck in snow and can hardly move. Only your arms are free. Pull myself out. Dig my way out. I'm gonna go with this one. Only because of the energy. Scoop the snow aside with your hands. Cold in your fingers becomes unbearable. Eating deep into the tissue. Finally, you once again have enough room to move and are able to heave your body over the edge. Sure. Do it again. Oh, look, the little footprints. That's cool. I didn't notice that. I mean, I guess before I was looking at it like this, so that does make sense. There is a decent blend of like ice, rock, and snow all over the place. It's not really like I can just put on one pair of boots and then be fine. I'd have to move a tile, change boots, move a tile, change boots. Just seems miserable. This is straight down and then back with no caves. And I also missed the level up and the shrine, which is fine. It's intentional. Need to get below 6,000 meters, and then we'll start worrying about that kind of stuff. Now here's an option. Straight down. Very, a lot of climbing immediately. But it gets us there very quickly. Yeah, last tent, I guess. No. I can't. I have to at least make it somewhat down. I can't believe there's no caves on this side. Yeah. In your weakened state, you're becoming inattentive. You stop watching your step for a brief moment, slide down a steep slope. With your last strength, you manage to pull yourself up, but you're injured, full of adrenaline. That. Okay. Took a little bit of a hit, but it's okay. Got some energy from the adrenaline. Let's just keep that going. And there's really no caves. There's 0 caves. How? What is this symbol? What the hell is that? Is it money that looks like a bag of cash? Maybe it's just me. No. What does that look like? I have no idea what that is. I can't zoom out either. Button do. Yeah, okay. So that just shows that reach the summit. Gotcha. Primary mission here is just to get back down. Alright, what about this? This doesn't look too bad to go around that way. And then there's another one of those. What is that? I'm so curious. Oh, it's 2 hands shaking. Okay. And it's cold today. I need to keep that in mind. What's my height? Alright, if I go down... Yeah, alright, so now there's no oxygen danger. Last tent use. Sleep most of today. Means we'll be climbing at night. I have no energy, so what am I going to do? Okay, just make it here. Oh no, we'll just make it there. That's what's up. Just get out of here. Laboriously, you trudge up a slope through knee-high snow. You stop abruptly. You blink, scarcely noticeable, and as if in slow motion, a blanket of snow is creeping over the sloping terrain directly toward you. Stand still, or turn around and take a detour. Temperature cost, time cost. Well, you have plenty of oxygen, that's fine. Yeah. As you hurry down the slope, you cast a glance over your shoulder. The mounds of snow are getting menacingly close. They finally come to a standstill. You don't want to risk running into another avalanche, so you search for a different way. Okay. Good call. I'm actually very curious about this one. Trade. Okay, you enter an open hut. Glowing coals in the fireplace indicate that it's inhabited, but the owner appears to have left. Left? Fled. On the table behind the door, you find an oxygen mask. An offering? Her voice urges you not only to take, but also to give. What will you leave in its place? Oxygen mask for an oxygen bottle? 0.75 when moving. Okay. So, yeah, I'm slightly confused then. So, plus 0.75 oxygen per hour when moving. Just constantly? Like it doesn't need to be refilled? That's what it seems like. Because then I could just wear it. Yeah, that seems like a great plan. Cool. So that would make sense. You trade on the way back down. You know, you don't want to trade at the beginning. Or maybe there is trade at the beginning and I just missed it. Or maybe it's just not on this mountain. A steep cliff rises in front of you. Can you find a place to rest here? A narrow canyon runs down the middle of the crag and then turns off the side, and your heart starts racing. A steel door is blocking your way. You approach the door, intending to examine it. Suddenly you hear grinding and squeaking. Shocked, you take a step back as the door slowly opens. Glaring light pours out, and you hear the shrill sound of a siren. As if in a trance, you walk toward the light, carefully placing one foot in front of the other. The world begins to swirl around you faster, faster. You feel dizzy. The siren is higher now, louder. You stumble, and you try to grab onto something, anything, but there's nothing there. And you fall, fall, fall forever. I don't think falling forever is success. I really don't think that's good for anyone. What is all of this? I am slightly confused. Alright, so wild mountain peaks tower into the heavens. For many years, the island was cut off from the outside world, but now the time has come to explore the mountain range and fill in the blank spots on the map. How is there so much stuff here, but it's unexplored? How's there an entire Connex box and antenna array? There's metal everything. There's security doors and heating pipes being banged on. There's trade, and it's cut off from the outside world. It's a little interesting, but alright. I'll buy it. I am curious though. So, level ups gained, right? Hours walked. So we get some experience from that. It looks like we get the best experience from the mission rewards. So, I mean, that's cool. That makes sense. And the level ups. Used consumables. Plus 200. Oh, here's a 600. Events and dangerous terrain. So if you cross dangerous terrain and do events, should be good. And then here's a room. Okay, your eyes snap open. Where are you? What happened? You try to remember it. There was a gate you walked through. I remember the gate. Confused? Yes, very. Don't worry. Wait, are you the gal with the amulet? That's normal if you're fully conscious. When you go through the time loop, it must have something to do with the radiation. Was the green amulet radiation? Or, a time loop radiation. What is this person talking about? Who is she? Could you be this one? This amulet. That thing there. What else is in this room? What is going on here? Who am I? Where am I? What is this person talking about? I feel like I'm part of the narrative. And who is she? Could you be hallucinating? You spot the glowing green amulet lying on the table in front of you. Yeah, I already did that. You're sure you've seen that stone before? Suddenly it all comes flooding back. The silent young woman who rescued you when you nearly fell into a fissure. Why didn't she tell you all this earlier? I was probably busy falling into a fissure. Would you have believed me? Not at all, right. I mean, maybe. You could have tried. I needed you to come with me. It was important for you to see with your own eyes, and to actually experience it for yourself. I know how insane this all seems, but first things first. We're in a time loop. Stuck in this island. But we're stuck on an island in a bunker in a time loop. Have I seen this before? but I have an idea how we might be able to escape. I just need to perform some calculations first. I need 6 number. Now, I already thought of a way you can help. As soon as you feel recovered, you should go out and try to find some information for me. Getting out there will also help you improve your skills and become more experienced. Take my amulet. Take this radioactive stone. Not only is it our only hope of reversing the time loop, it will also transport you back to the station when time gets reset. So was I wearing one? Was it planted on me? The first thing to do is explore the area and familiarize yourself with the stone's power. I know I'm asking quite a lot, but there's no other way. You will have to trust me. I could leave. I could just go away. I could just get out of here. Alright. Characters? So we have different characters too? I'm an adventurer. So these are what? Increased oxygens. So, oh, these are the things that I got at the upgrade points as an adventurer. Okay, so I can get these. Night owl, active skill. I see. Increased body temperature. Gotcha, gotcha. All right, so then there's the journalist and the scientist. You can unlock them on a side mission. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about that. Inventory. So here's my inventory. Oh, my backpack is larger too. Oh, cool. And I have hiking staffs and things. So I definitely want a tent, right? And a 10 of those. Oh, so the first one was like just a little tutorial mission. You need at least 15 capacity to pack or equip this item. Oh, is that not what that means? Wait, am I confused? I'm very confused. Ah, yes, okay, I see now. This is a points cost. So if I want a tent, which I definitely do because I use that a lot. So I start off with 60. It was 50, but now it's not. So I don't think the pack is actually any larger, it just looks larger in this screen. Items have been unlocked. Safety rope. Ignores dangerous terrain for a limited time. That's cool. Okay. So these are just like buffs. The canned food definitely came in handy. And the hot tea. So now I have 10. So I'm looking at the safety rope. These or the moon herbs. Well, I have energy. Yeah, we're going to do 2 of those just because that's all I was running out of last time. Team upgrades. Terrain knowledge, ice, snow, rock, dangers. Okay, I see. Gotcha. So can I click on these then? Or does it just happen? Because didn't I get those? I could have sworn I got some knowledge, like from the last mission. Proficiency? Yeah, this one, right? Oh, no. Okay, so we're filling the bar. And then when the bar is full, oh, now I get it. Okay. So this is the character proficiency. So when we fill this bar, I get these things. And then fill this bar, I get those things. So we get 20 of the knowledges when this is filled. So I need to do more of the things to be able to fill the bar to get more things. That makes sense. Anything else that's clickable in here? Not the light bulb. So inventory, characters. Didn't I click on characters? Oh, I guess because I have points, it wants me to use them. Proficiency, team upgrades, candles, and then missions. So this was Mountain 1 at the very beginning, and this is a side mission. Region is not unlocked. Oh, so I have to do these side missions. Summit, reach the goal. Mission 3. So, Finish the main chapter on Mountain 2 to unlock it. I thought I did that. Crater with a steep conical rise. The mission is unlocked. You've not played it. Scale the summit. Reach the goal. So is this the one it wants me to do? To unlock that? The main chapter? Maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, this one has a title. Okay. Investigative journalism and scientist on a mission. So that might be the main storyline, and then the rest of them are just side missions. That would make sense. Okay, yeah, so, wow, this is a lot different than what I thought it was, but that's fine. So, I think at least for this one, I'm going to leave it here, and I'll probably be playing this one. This seems pretty cool. So, check out the future videos that I'll be making as the scientist and as the journalist as well. And we'll be playing through this pretty interesting mountain climbing game. Alright, thanks. Bye. Hey everyone, if you enjoyed that, stay tuned. It's one that I had played a while back and had recorded but hadn't edited yet. Seems like long form content is in right now, which is great. That's kind of what I excel in. Just show you the whole thing. If you liked it, leave a like, I guess. You know, you have to say that. And we'll return with more Insurmountable whenever I get the chance. Thanks.